Hi all, and welcome to Taco Now Football. I'm your host Mario, here to give you your reporting on the first leg of the knockout phase playoffs for the Champions League. As always, I hope you enjoy. Starting off with Brest vs PSG, we saw an uneven matchup between two French sides. It's true that each team had 16 shots apiece. PSG had 7 shots on target, while Brest only managed to have 2. When we look at the possession, PSG also outshined them with 62% possession. Now that the match ended 3-0 in favor of PSG, Paris has a clear advantage for the next match where they play at home with a 3-goal advantage and seem very promising to continue to the next round. Following that was Sporting versus Borussia Dortmund. Another quite even match, but the visitor, once again, was able to score 3 goals past the local team. Borussia seemed unstoppable, but they also allowed a lot of play coming from Sporting, who weren't able to take advantage of the shots they were taking. Once again, the visiting side, Borussia, was able to score 3 goals, having a 3-goal lead for the next match where they face off Sporting at home. After that, we have Juventus at home playing off against PSV. This match was once again very tight. Juventus seemed to struggle a lot with the ball, but they were able to take advantage with the shots they were taking. PSV, on the other hand, had Ivan Perisic, who had a great match, being able to score a goal, but it was too little too late. The match ended in a 2-1 victory for Juventus. Following that was the game of the match day, Manchester City up against Real Madrid. Man City, who has been struggling throughout the season, were able to back 2 goals, and one of them being very early in the 20th minute, maintaining a draw up until the 60th minute where Kylian Mbappe was able to score, tying the match 1-1. In the 80th minute, Erling Haaland once again scored from a penalty kick, making the game 2-1. Just 6 minutes later came Brahim Diaz's goal in the 86th. And after that came the late 92nd minute winner from Jude Bellingham, winning the game 3-2, giving Real Madrid a good advantage with the next game being at home. Club Brugge vs Atalanta was another interesting game. Atalanta, who hasn't been struggling or seeming fearful of any of the big teams recently, were struggling and had an even game up against Club Brugge, who has been struggling to get points throughout the season. It was an early goal from the 15th minute of the French side that marked the 1-0. After that, in the 41st minute, came the draw from Atalanta, and it wasn't until the 94th minute that Club Brugge scored a penalty goal to mark their victory 2-1. Next up, we have Celtic versus Bayern Munich, and this match, it was clearly favorable for Bayern. They've been so well playing from attack, and against Celtic, they struggled a little bit more generating that attack play, but they still were attacking a lot, generating a lot of opportunities. Throughout the match, they were able to bag 2 goals in the 45th and that 49th minute, marking a 2-0 victory from the beginning. But it wasn't until the minute 79 that Celtic responded, taking away that 2-goal lead and ending up with a victory of 2-1 for Bayern Munich, putting them in a good position for the next round. Monaco vs Benfica was a complete blowout. When we look at the stats, Monaco had 6 shots and Benfica had 23. Benfica dominated this match, generating a lot of play and trying to score a lot of goals. In the minute 48, Vangelis Pavlidis was able to score, giving Benfica their victory 1-0. Feyenoord vs Milan was another interesting match, quite even overall. 11 shots versus 12, and then 46% possession versus Milan's 54. It was thanks to an early 3rd-minute goal from Igor Bichal that Feyenoord was able to take this victory home. This is what the next set of matches currently looks like, with the most interesting one clearly going to be Real Madrid versus Manchester City. I can't wait to report on what happens on that game. As always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.